and I didn't get to go to the museum. And I was just like so upset and crying the whole day. And Olivia came back, and I was like, "How is the museum?" And she's like, "Oh my God, Darth Vader was there." And
So maybe I don't know. Can you repeat? Yes, no, 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 baby.
hello and welcome to Yes, No, Maybe. My name's Ryan.
My name's Willa.
And this is Yes, No, Maybe. It's a podcast about Malcolm in the Middle where we talk about the show. And today we're talking about episode 16. It's called Walder Park. And folks, it's the last episode of the season.
It is. It's called Walder Park, and it's a good one, folks. It's the finale. The ultimate episode of the season is the finale.
It tends to be. And folks, we've hit the end of the season, and just to look back, it's been a ride.
Much like one of the slides in the water park
that goes
itself.
up and down. But I mean, a lot of memories, a lot of good times. We have not made the traction that we imagined we would. We like doing it.
You okay?
We have fun. I mean,
Ryan's put a lot of money into this project.
I've got guys showing up to my
not
door.
recouping.
No.
But that's okay because we do it for the love of the game and the love of the Dewey.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode, we've got the whole family, sans Dewey, going to the water park, and Reese and Malcolm kind of competing and fighting at the park. Hal and Lois trying to get some alone time. And meanwhile, we got Dewey at home with a real boring babysitter, but they kind of find each other. And
Do they ever?
Yeah.
They have a strong friendship that they
It's quite
build.
beautiful.
It's really moving.
yeah, so it's a great episode. We're going to get all into it.
Well,
But-
lest we forget Francis in military school with a pool competition with Spangler.
Excuse me, another
Where-
type of pool.
Oh, true. And I know that was on purpose.
That was Linwood.
Linwood, you're
Wink,
not
we
getting
see
anything
ya.
by us. Killer episode, I will say, where it's just firing on all cylinders. We'll talk about our favorite episode of the season at the end, but this is right up there with it for me.
And a special guest here today, the Lois to our family. It's Amy Lindbergh, our own mother. Why don't you say hi? Woo!
Hi.
She's nervous. She's excited.
She's
and
our mom.
She's our mom. You can tell by the way she looks and the way she talks, probably throughout this episode. But how much Malcolm in the Middle have you seen, Mom? Would you say?
Well, I mean, I've been watching,
Yes.
doing
Yes.
the watch along. But
Yes.
I think that you guys may not remember this, but you might have been preventing me from watching it back in the day because I don't think you wanted me to get any ideas.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like about
Lois?
About Lois and her interrogation techniques and how she was psychologically one step ahead.
Well, you
of her.
had all that on your own, so
Yeah.
you didn't need any idea.
Well, she's a pro.
No,
She's a master.
She's a pro and a master, and kind
Yeah.
of my idol.
Yes,
So,
yes,
and
I
I
understand.
have a lot of regret when I watch the show now.
Yeah.
I think of kind of where I could have gone and what it would have meant to me and
Right. To have a friend like that, like Lois.
Well, that is, I think, the reason that we like the show so much, or responded to it, is that you're very much like Lois in a lot of ways, but in the good ways and the
Yeah.
bad, and like in that you're, I don't know, just that you're very vocal and you say what's on your mind.
Yeah, you stand up for what you believe in. I mean, it's also the yelling. You yell a lot, or you did.
You did
yell
when
a
we were
lot
kids.
when we were kids.
so does Lois.
Yeah, that's what I'm
exactly,
saying.
that's what we're saying.
Yeah, and it's always okay.
It's
right?
always-
and she
it's
had
always okay.
Good freaking reasons to look
It's
at those
true.
crazy kids. Right?
We weren't as bad as them.
Well.
But hey, yeah, exactly.
We didn't punch each other in the face.
I
and
know
stuff.
that's except you hit me in the face with a Barbie radio that one time. Remember that, Mom?
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, no, Ryan hit me. He didn't hit you.
Mom, I remember that you broke my nose that right.
How have you felt about the season 1? Do you like it as a whole? Do you think there's stuff they didn't explore?
Oh, I thought it was incredible.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's a good season. Good first season.
I had a favorite episode.
Oh, which one?
Red Dress.
Yeah.
That is a fucking great episode.
Yeah. Hey, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. 'Cause
That's an episode-
That's my favorite app, I think, too.
That's an episode that's just like so contained, and the drama is so good, and you have such a great Hal storyline.
Great house
I
storyline.
can't remember the Francis is sort of helping them on the phone, but that's
Yes.
just like a quintessential Malcolm in the Middle episode.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did we ever ruin one of your items?
Oh, I have a story about that. Mom used to play the French horn.
Oh.
And
yeah.
one time there was a big ass marble in your office, and I took the French horn and I just dropped it in the horn, like in it, and it rolled in there and it got stuck, and we tried to jam it out. We had to drive somewhere really far away.
We had to go to Oakland.
Yeah, we had to go to Oakland and get it out. And I remember I was sitting in like the waiting room as the guy was doing it, and the guy walks out holding the marble, and he looks so mad at me, and he's like, "Don't do that again." I don't know what they did, but it really took a long time. It took like an hour to get
I
out.
think they train little mice to crawl into the holes of the French horn and extract items.
Huh.
That's what I
think Olivia dented it as well.
Yes, she did. I remember it getting dented at one point. I thought that's what you were going to say.
That's on Olivia.
But I didn't do shit to it.
Yeah.
So that's why, honestly.
You had no edge. You had no grit.
Yeah, but that's a number one question. Favorite kid?
Well, okay.
No, I know. We know. Don't worry. We know.
Willa's the favorite.
I'm pretty entertaining. All right, so let's dive into the episode. So yeah, we get the cold open. Ma, we always talk about the cold open. It's very cinematic. They've got like a moving camera shot of like, it's kind of like a tracking shot or whatever, and clearly they just handheld it, and it's getting back to the pilot of Hal being shaved in the kitchen. I feel like it's a little like homage to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that was so shocking.
Yeah, when he's getting shaved.
So
that's what. Yeah, him getting shaved in the first episode, like at the kitchen table, is such a great image for the show and like the kind of messiness of
Yeah,
family.
I
where
feel
it's
like it was so risky.
It's risky and
It's
it's gross
yeah.
and it's funny and it's like very human too.
That's what I mean, this is on Hulu. We're watching it, and the description says like the mom's crazy, the dad's a human hairball. Like, it's about his hair.
Yeah.
It's so funny. They like focus on his hairiness.
So do I.
Fixation.
So the cold open though isn't the shaving. It's them in the room and Hal busts in.
Oh,
and,
you're right.
And
I'm
there's
sorry.
in the other room. Lois is like,
Oh my God.
and Hal needs somebody to take the fall for it. So he basically offers up to the kids, like, who can take the blame. He offers up money. It's eventually Malcolm. And he's like, I got him, honey.
Yeah.
And in the background, we're hearing Lois escalating, like,
Oh my God.
I remember that voice in this cold open.
where she goes, oh my God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's one of the many things in this show where it's like, it's etched into my brain, the sound.
You're a good son. I got him, honey!
So then we get into the kitchen, and that's where they have that cool tracking shot, and like there's a lot of movement. It's kind of cool. They kind of go around the kitchen, and you're seeing. They say it takes a week to prepare Hal to go to the water park because he's so hairy. I mean, you don't have to shave somebody to go to the water. Like, it's okay
but
to
you're
be
less
hairy.
slippery.
Yeah, I guess if he
wants
wants
to go fast.
maximize the slot. I mean, you're just assuming that he never says.
Well, that's why they do it. He's slick like a seal. He says that, I think.
All right.
What else would it be? Like optics? How does it look?
Optics,
No,
yeah.
that's totally off base.
Okay.
So they're going to the water
There's
park.
not even a shot of Hal going down the slide in this episode.
that's
Like,
true.
you're just like, well, of course, maximum slipperiness. I guess it's true because you have to shave your ass when you go to the water park
Why would my ass even be on the slide?
because you like to wear that little thong.
Well, this family doesn't care about optics, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. I think, but you're right. And the whole, they usually don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
that's a good point. He wouldn't give a shit about how he
Yeah.
looks.
Ooh, smooth as a seal. Ready for that water slide.
But then we got Dewey coming in and being like, where are we going? Or something. Or he's like, tell me about what? And Dewey's sobbing. It's
Hard
so
cut to him
sad.
crying. They're not taking Dewey to the water park.
Yeah, because of his ear infection. I remember ear infections were the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of like the race car track episodes, stock races. It's a trip episode where they're filming on location and they're really in this water park. Must have been a nightmare to shoot. That's what I kept thinking about.
I was
all of the
too.
extras in the background and all of they must have shut the water park down. They must.
Well,
I
of
mean,
course, yeah,
it's-
rented the whole thing, and being in wet suits for for hours, having to shoot scenes, like talk about crotch rot.
We weren't talking about that. At the water park, Reese and Malcolm have like a back and forth. They're pranking each other, pulling down
Reese
their
versus Malcolm.
suits. Yeah,
It's sort of a precursor to that episode that comes a couple seasons later, I think, where they have that escalating pranks on each other, which I love that episode.
And Malcolm's afraid to go on one water slide.
The Liquidator.
Yeah, the Liquidator, which I never resonated with when I was a kid watching it because I was like, it's a water slide. It's like, it's not that scary. But I was scared of roller coasters for a long time. And I remember we went to Disneyland and we went on California Screamin', which is the big roller coaster at Disneyland in
Well, it's
California.
in California adventure. It's not in Disneyland. But
Sure, but
go
it's in
ahead.
the park, yeah. I was really scared to go on it, and I went with Mom, and we waited in line for a really long time. And you guys had already gone on it.
Yeah, we'd gone.
And
Epic.
I was probably 9, and
Yeah.
we got to the front of the line, and the first car that comes that we're gonna get into, this kid is sitting in the front, and he's just vomited all over himself and the roller coaster. And then they just like, and they open it up, and like, we're gonna have to put this one away, and it has to switch tracks, so it goes into
take
like
it
the
off,
maintenance. Yeah, but it was the worst thing I possibly could have seen.
Yeah.
And then I was so scared, I was like, no, I can't do it. And so,
So you did the walk of
We did
shame.
the walk of shame, which is exactly what happens to Malcolm. People looking at him, and there's probably cute girls that saw me, and it was really miserable.
Oh, that's sweet that you were going to go on the ride with Ryan, though. Do you like roller coasters?
I can't believe I was going to do that.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, because I feel like you would usually sit them out.
Yeah.
Much like when we go skiing, you go,
Après ski early.
no, well, yeah, you go drink. No, but you go, why am I forgetting the word?
Snowshoeing.
Snowshoe.
You go snowshoeing.
Yeah.
Which is so sweet. You would always just go on your little snowshoe walk, I feel like, and be like, okay, bye, Mom, into the woods. When we
into
go
the woods.
skiing. I mean, I love roller coasters. I would have gone on the Liquidator, no problem. But yeah, Malcolm can't handle it. And plus he's got those goddamn nose plugs in. And that's kind of the origin of everything, of the fighting, is that Reese makes Malcolm brings his nose plugs along, and he has to do that, kind of like the rash guards you would make us wear.
Oh, yeah.
Remember because we'd get sunburned, so we'd have to, because we're white ass kids, and we had to wear like long sleeve swim shirts.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Well, probably because Ryan one time fell asleep shirtless on a tennis court. How old were you? Like 10?
Yeah, 12.
And he got like almost like second-degree burns on his back.
I got really bad burns. I got blisters. I still have a lot
He still
of
has
skin
tons
damage.
of freckles and
on my-
skin damage on his shoulders.
shoulders.
I remember your reaction to that. I mean, you were horrified. It was pretty bad.
I can't remember it.
You get,
Really? We had to cut the sleeves off my shirt because it hurt so bad to wear because they were all blistery.
so horrific.
Don't be such a baby. What you did to me was an act of war. And believe me, I will get you back. You won't know where or when, but you're gonna pay.
He's so funny.
My earliest memory is being at a water park with Dad and you and Olivia.
I remember that too.
And it was we brought like a tent, like a little pop-up tent, and I was like sitting in the tent, and Dad went and bought candy from a vending machine and just came back and threw the candy into the tent, and I was just like, oh, like I was so happy. And I just remember like starbursts, and that's like, I think my earliest memory,
I think I remember that water park
being
too.
showered in candy. I don't know what water park that would have been. Is there a water park outside of?
There's one kind of in the East Bay.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe it was that.
godforsaken place.
Yeah, let's get into it. I mean, water parks are disgusting. Can
Yeah,
we
water
just say
parks are
that?
fucking
And maybe
gross, and this
that's-
one is too on the show.
And Lois speaks to it at the end. You know, it's like, what, you think we're wealthy? You think we can go on a nice? You know, the water park's like their thing to do. So I understand how this might be offensive, but they're a dirty, disgusting pit of shit, particles, and piss. Is
Yeah.
really what it is.
I mean, and Hal and Lois, even though it's such a disgusting place, are trying to make the best of it and trying to make it like a beach vacation, which
Yeah.
is very sweet.
It's very sweet.
It's
I mean,
very,
they're
very
lovely.
sweet. And there's that amazing shot where the camera's pushing through the water, and there's the gross people, and there's a guy eating the hot dog, and there's the Band-Aid. It's just, this is an especially visually interesting episode.
It is. I really, oh God, I would really love to talk to like people who do the cinematography
DP,
in this
yeah.
show and the DP, because I'm like, were there certain episodes where they're like, just let them cook, like do what you want, you know? And
Yeah, well, it's like, I think in some shows, like the fact that they went to a location, that would be enough. But this one, it's like even that they go to a location and they take full advantage of it, because with the camera, like they're really doing some incredible. There's a great shot that's
Right.
throughout it where the camera's inside the dark water slide, and it's like the pit, like in this kind of dark expanse that we're
Right.
looking from.
Right.
It's very, very well done.
Keep your arms and legs crossed at all times. Do not bend your legs. Do not raise your head. Remove all piercings. You may have nothing around your neck. Enjoy the ride.
We flash back to Dewey at the house with a babysitter, and they have nothing in common. But over the course of the episode, I mean, this is definitely my favorite Dewey subplot, where
Yeah.
they become friends. They realize they have a lot in common, and it's because of Dewey's taste. Like
Yep.
they have similar tastes in things, and she obviously has really good taste. And it's sort of a precursor to Dewey being like the artist of the family.
Yeah, the creative.
Yeah, he's the creative. He just kind of has intrinsically good taste,
Mm-hmm.
and she really responds to that. And so they like the same music, they like the same buttons, they both
Yeah.
have a vivid imagination. And there's an incredible scene where they dance.
Yes, to Fernando. ABBA.
And it's a really beautiful moment. And then she unceremoniously dies.
I don't know. She could just be
have a heart attack.
I hope she doesn't die. God forbid.
I'm wrestled with that moment because it's such a beautiful subplot, and the fact that she just dies feels like it's kind of a
reductive.
Well, it's just kind of like a throwaway gag. It's like a gag, and where I'm like, they could have had a beautiful ending there. You know,
what a way to go.
That's true,
Dancing
Mom.
with a kid.
Dancing with a child.
You're eating my buttons.
I wasn't eating. I was saving.
What are you, a hamster? What were you saving it for?
I don't know. It's pretty. It's my favorite one.
No. Actually, it's my favorite, too.
Any babysitter thought? I feel like we went through a lot of babysitters.
We had to get out of prison. We had to have a babysitter, right? So
I don't begrudge you getting a babysitter. It's okay. Yeah. But where did you get? Like, where would you look for babysitters?
Yeah, I think that was maybe the problem. Is we had like low standards.
Yeah. I remember one time we were on a trip. We were in Italy, and I was like 3, and we got some horrifying babysitter for one night.
Well, she only spoke Italian. She was like an older Italian woman.
And I just seem to remember the vivid image in my mind. I'm sure it didn't happen, but when she was standing in the living room, and she was looking at us, and she's in front of a screen door, and it was night, and there was a flash of lightning behind her. Like, that's like, I remember it so much, like this evil woman. And the short of the story is that she spanked the fuck out of me.
She did spank him.
She spanked the shit out of me. It's just so funny. This Italian
and Olivia was like being like, stop, please! Like, and it was like,
this Italian babysitters absolutely spanked my butt. I was like 3.
You were asking for like what? Like something like simple, like milk.
Cigarettes.
Or yeah. And she was like, but the babysitter didn't understand and thought you were just pestering her.
I was asking for water, so she hit me.
Okay.
I don't think I knew that.
Spanked the shit out of my butt.
I mean, I think we would have complained about that.
Yeah, but to who?
No, just kidding. But no, seriously. Like,
yeah.
We would have been like,
don't spank our kid, please.
Yeah, like,
possibly. Another memory I have of being left out of an adventure like Dewey is when we were in Chicago. We went to these museums, and I was so excited, and I loved them. And then one day, I bit Olivia really hard in the morning, and so you guys didn't let me go to the museum. So I stayed home the whole day. I think with you or either you or Dad, and I didn't get to go to the museum. And I was just like so upset and crying the whole day. And Olivia came back, and I was like, "How is the museum?" And she's like, "Oh my God, Darth Vader was there, and Luke Skywalker was there, and Star Wars is real, and it was there at the museum." And I was like, what?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is
she
really
told me
funny.
she told me that she met Darth Vader, and I just cried.
Lovely
so
guy.
Much.
So well done on
That's
Olivia's
real.
part.
I know.
She's a genius.
She's an evil bastard.
Evil genius. Francis is between a rock and a hard place. He's going to get beat up if he wins. He's going to get beat up if he loses. Spangler just wants him to be straight up with him. Shout out Eric. We see Eric for I think the first time.
I think it's the first time we see Eric as Francis'
so
friend.
funny.
He has one line, but he runs away with it.
Nails it. Yeah. And he's got the PBS mug.
Great.
I mean, he is just a really hilarious actor.
We should talk about how Spangler, well, they're playing pool, and Spangler has one hand, as you know, and his left hand he's using as a pool, like it's a bridge. Yeah, it's like a metal like pool cue holder,
which you're allowed to use in some scenarios in pool, but
just seems completely unfair from my point of view.
Pretty brutal that he's able to do that. I mean.
Hell, look, I'd be good at pool if I could do that.
The man lost a hand, but that doesn't mean he can, take the upper hand, if you will, in pool. I think it's a bit of rude. Ma, what do you think of Spangler?
Hot.
He's in Seinfeld too.
Yeah, he's the boss.
Yeah.
He's George's boss at one point.
Yeah.
He's a hilarious actor. Yeah, I think he's fantastic. And this sequence too with Francis and Spangler there's so much smoke and lighting and like obscure, like cool angles and shots. They make it feel very like it's a seedy nightclub or something.
They smoke it up. They have a lot of smoke machine and they shoot this kind of golden light through it. It's very well done.
The whole academy gets invested in this game, and then it's this amazing moment. And by the end, they're like, "Wait, did Francis win or lose?" And the guy's like, "Who cares, man?" Like, it's just nice.
I love it when Francis and Spangler become friends. I mean, I love it when anybody's friends in media. You know? I love it when people become friends.
It's an ideal that you just haven't achieved.
and it's really heartwarming to see them kind of become. They respect each other, kind of begrudgingly.
It is. I mean, the best moments is when Francis and Lois like kind of come together and see eye to eye. So it's like whenever he does that with any kind of authority figure, and with Spangler, it really is eye to eye.
You're just killing it with those. But I think Spangler respects Francis's rebellious spirit, and he respects how, he doesn't stand down in the face of authority, which is what he's learned from Lois.
Right.
So I just like it when they're friends.
I just like it.
I am not a child. Do you really think me so petty that I would throw a tantrum over something so small as a game of pool?
My mistake, sir.
Malcolm tells the lifeguard to go save Reese.
Oh yeah, and he gets
pulls him out of the water, and he gets open mouth kissed. He gets mouth to mouth from a big guy, and then the lifeguard's like, "Come on, let us do that."
Yeah, yeah. The guy doesn't even work there.
So good.
It's pretty good. Oh, I almost drowned when I was a kid, right, Mom?
What?
Okay, remember I fell into the pool when I in Italy,
or
almost did. I didn't fall in, but
Well, no, you kind of set out.
I was like 3. I was like wandering around.
You were
at night.
you were like 3 or 4 and 3, and you were like, you basically got out of bed. You were like out in the garden, like walking to the pool, which was basically like.
I wanted to end it.
Like, I don't know, it was like a long way away.
Yeah.
And, you were just headed toward the pool. It was just wild. It's like, what? Like, what?
Oh, he was telling me to.
So he was trying to do it. It's like Kendall Roy in the pool in Succession.
That's my kind of, yeah.
But you can't,
So
you don't
dumb.
remember that, do you?
No, but you guys would tell me this story about how, and then there was just like a woman who was either cleaning the pool or maintenance woman that
One of the
found me
staff.
and was like,
Yeah, one of the staff, yeah.
hello, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, let me do it. Did you go to water parks as a kid with your family? Or we were talking about this, about how, you guys also were a little strapped for cash, like this family. I mean, that's a big theme in this episode as well, with that confrontation moment at the top of the liquidator of Lois kind of being like, do you think we're wealthy? Like, it boils down to, you're ruining this day for us that we don't get to do very often.
Yeah, we should talk about that moment really quick, because it's like, obviously this is a show about class in so many ways, but it becomes like more textual when she talks about it at the top of the slide, as it does in the last episode of the show. Like, I don't know if this is a theme at the end of every season, I can't remember, but this monologue is very reminiscent of the end of the show, and her just talking about, like, do you think we're wealthy? Like, we don't get to do this that often, and you're ruining it. I think it speaks to their kind of resilience as a family, that they're kind of trying to make the best of it,
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I think I grew up, a level below where they are.
Yeah.
And so we didn't go to a water park. We didn't do anything. I think the only thing that we did, we went on vacation twice when I was young.
Wow.
Yeah, twice. And that was, distinctly like before my mother gave all our money to a Swami, and we didn't go on vacation anymore after
Well, you
that.
did the brief story of that.
It was the 70s. She got interested in yoga. She was sort of newly divorced and had 4 kids and no money. And she got interested in yoga, started getting interested in the philosophy, the yogi philosophy, which led to the Temple of Pure Yoga, which led to having a Swami.
Who's just like a guy that kind of is like, I have the answers and I'm the leader of this. Like, it's like kind of a cult leader, right? I mean,
it's tax exempt status, that's for sure.
This not to be reductive, but this sounds like a Hal storyline.
It does. I think your mom had some Hal tendency in her. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was, another way to frame it is, it was kind of cool. It was the 70s. It was very,
It also provided her like a community and like a, thing.
Yeah, and I was really young. I was probably like 8, 9. I mean, I honestly thought it was pretty cool. It was like those people at the Temple of Kriya Yoga, they beat the shit out of the people at the Southern Baptist Church, in terms of it being interesting. So,
before you did Swami World, you guys went to Baptist church.
So for some reason, my mother maybe was a bit like Lois in the sense that she was just like, got to get the kids out of the house, just have a little bit of peace. So she would send us to Sunday school at the Southern Baptist Church, which was super weird because she grew up with this religion. She hated it.
Right.
And so, but yet again, it was a way to get us out of the house on Sunday mornings. So.
And maybe, instilling some morals or something.
It was probably something like that. Yeah.
You want your kids to grow up and have the same belief system a little bit.
Or at least have some beliefs. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I remember it was like April Fool's Day, and I just thought it would be hysterical to put like thumbtacks, the kind that just stand up on everyone's chair just to see if when people sat down they would pop up. That was just my.
Wow, that's painful. That would make you bleed.
That's a Reese moment, Mom.
It was really just sort of an idea would like almost like if you threw a banana peel down, would somebody slip on it?
Right.
This was sort of like a science experiment to me.
Totally. A psychological experiment.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah. Because people indeed, they sat down, they leaped up and they were like, ouch! And I was.
They're getting that's brutal. I mean, they're sharp. They're getting stabbed in the butt.
That's a little pinprick, but
no, it's more than that. I mean, that's going to go into your butt and stay there if you sit on it.
Unless you sit right on the crack.
Well, but who sits down that delicately? Nobody.
It would be luck. It would be a 1 in
a million.
1 in 2,000, 3,000. I'd have to run the numbers.
I mean, I had a back pocket excuse, God will take care of it, Yeah. Then my mother did this transition to the Temple of Kriya Yoga, and then it was completely different. People just chanting and incense,
doing yoga, I assume.
Doing yoga, and the Swami. I think he sort of had a harem, if you want to,
Yeah.
So something like that.
I mean, if you're gonna be a Swami, you might as well have a harem.
Exactly. Yeah. So but I didn't pick up on that part early on. But anyway, but
she invested a lot of money into it. You're saying, and that kind of didn't help with the financial situation.
Well, she at one point, this is the rumor, she made a loan to the Swami.
Right.
Promised he would pay back, and he did.
Yeah.
Eventually, it took like 4 years, but
that didn't help.
That was terrible. Actually, it was really terrible.
So if you did go on a trip, where would you guys go?
We did some trips with the grandparents. Like we would all pile in the car and drive to Arkansas.
Aw. Because we got a lot of hill folk family, don't we?
Yeah. The famous story of where we left Russell in a gas station.
Yeah.
That's such a Dewey.
What did you do? Oh yeah, wait, tell that.
Oh yeah. So there's 7 of us packed in this station wagon, and those were the days where the kids were rolling around in the back, right, with no seatbelts, which was amazing. And we took this trip to Little Rock, Arkansas, and beyond. Yeah, we just had so much chaos, so many people in the car, and we stopped at this gas station and went to the bathroom, whatnot, got back in the car, took off, and it was probably about 45 minutes later we realized that Russell wasn't
How old was he?
He was probably 8.
That's Dewey age.
Yeah.
Dewey. That's total Dewey. That's kind of what happens to Dewey at the end of this episode.
Well, completely. Dewey gets...
Dewey's lost.
So B. Arthur is the babysitter, and when B. Arthur has a heart attack and is driven off, Dewey's left on his lonesome, which is insane. And then a balloon bounces behind him, and he just sort of chases it.
He's sort of following. It's the color theory. Have you ever heard of that? The color game, where
I think I told you about that game.
Yeah, you just decide to okay, whatever color I see around me, I'm just gonna follow that, and you just go. Have you ever heard of that, Mom?
No.
It's just a way to explore life. So I think Dewey's a very early proponent of
I think
that.
he's just chasing a balloon.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the color, but he's chasing it, and the music plays and it's like there he goes. And then there was a viral campaign on Fox, where this aired.
Yep.
In between seasons, where it was like, where did Dewey go? We'll play a little clip of it, but it's like,
find Dewey.
Yeah, for a chance to win a vacation or whatever, take your bets on where did Dewey go. And to me, it seems like Fox approached them and was like, hey, we want to have a viral kind of marketing campaign. Dewey needs to get lost, because it's such a random thing where the thing goes away and just balloon, bow, bow, and he just chases away.
It could
not make less sense. Yeah, he ends up in Chinatown, and then I guess he just goes from there. It's also funny where it's like, where did Dewey go? Make your guesses. It's like, I don't know. How could I know? How the fuck would I be able to guess where Dewey went?
The world is?
You could go anywhere.
And honestly, a lot of those suggestions could be really unsavory.
Wait, we should try and
where
guess.
He goes.
We can try and guess.
I would say I could see him ending up in Arrested Development, where maybe kind of becomes a studio executive. I could see him kind of stumbling into the entertainment industry.
That's a dark industry.
It's for kids, certainly. But I could see him kind of rising to the ranks of being a boss somewhere. He just has that kind of luck streak where he can just do whatever, I think.
I think he's going to go on a farm.
Thank you.
I think he's gonna land on a farm.
Swami.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be insane.
Swami
That would be
vibes.
insane.
On the season finale of Malcolm in the Middle, he suddenly wandered off. Now everyone's asking, where's Dewey? Watch Malcolm Sundays this summer for clues, or log on to where'sdewey.com to get the latest scoop on his location. Then enter online for your chance to win a trip to wherever Dewey is that week. Where's Dewey, brought to you by Fox and Kellogg.
Lois wears pigtails this episode again.
Love Lois and pigtails. It's so cute.
Put applause.
That's something we didn't have in common.
No, you wouldn't do pigtails.
No, I couldn't pull those
You
off.
do a cute little ponytail sometimes, though. I like when you put
One
your hair in a
time,
ponytail.
you used to have way more defined bangs.
Oh,
you had the
bangs.
severe bangs
I had
for
power
years.
bangs.
One
Yeah.
time we were at a Rainforest Cafe and there was an animatronic monkey standing right next to our seat, and then I think it was either Olivia or Willa that goes, "Mom, you have the same hair as that monkey." It had bangs, and then the
Yeah.
server came and was like, "How you guys doing?" And Mom was like, "Bad. My daughter just told me that I have the same hair as that monkey."
That's a hilarious. I hope that was me. That's funny. Reese gets pantsed. Reminded me of me. I got pantsed once at school, and it was like kind of, we had to wear uniforms at school, but this was kind of fun wear whatever day. So I wore sweatpants. Didn't have anything underneath.
Oh.
My friend Ruby Rose pantsed me, my bare ass, out to the parking lot. I kind of like held the top, but my whole butt was out to the parking lot. I mean, I'll never forget the feeling of just like cold air on my ass.
I have a story about this. My roommate, he told me it recently. It's such a funny story. He was on a Greyhound bus, and he was in the Greyhound bus, like at the very back. There's like a tiny little toilet stall room, you know, open, and he's in there. And he turned to the toilet to flush with his pants still down around his ankles, and then the bus hit like a bump on the highway, and he bumps backwards and then goes through the door and stumbles into the hallway of the Greyhound, just butt and balls out. And he goes like, "Oh, sorry guys," and he just walks back into the bus. Closes the door, literally full butt out in the Greyhound bus.
You can't come back from
Everybody
that.
see him. Just the sheer humiliation. It
I mean,
happened so fast.
yeah, that's
All of
really-
a sudden, the whole bus has seen your butt.
You know, while we're on the topic of butts, it's like back to the 70s. It's like, you know, big thing back then was like mooning.
Yeah, you're always saying we should bring mooning back.
Yeah, it's like, it was like honestly so.
How many times do you think you mooned?
Countless. No, but it just was such a thing. It was like not that uncommon to like, you know,
I feel
be
like
on the
people-
highway and
that's
a
what it
bus
is.
would go
Happens in
by
American
and
graffiti.
and someone would like
Put
be
their
like,
butt against the glass.
You'd be like, oh, there's the moon out. You know, like,
yeah.
but you don't see it anymore.
No, it's all Me Too. It's all.
The woke.
Yeah, I got mooned by Kayla and four of my friends up on the roof of this very building. I just like went downstairs to grab something and came back up, and they'd all had their butts out. I think I giggled with glee. I was so excited. I that they would do that. They would share that with me. Was really exciting. I hope this show at least puts a dent in bringing mooning back.
That is the bravest thing I've ever seen you do.
This is a great episode. Really love it. It's a
One of my
fantastic
favorites.
finale. Yeah, and the one thing it doesn't really hit is like some Hal antics. There's not many Hal antics in it, but that's all right. We don't always need that. But some great Lois and Hal moments. Some great Reese versus Malcolm moments. But it makes me just think back on the whole season. I think some sitcoms and things take a little bit to get going. I feel like this show just hit the ground running.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Most shows take one season to figure out kind of what they are, and this one I feel like is very fully formed.
I mean, the great thing about this show, and that I think we loved, was just they grow up. It's I mean, it's like it's Richard Linklater's Boyhood. It's watching these boys like age, and then they encounter new problems and new scenarios in their life because they are like, you know, first they're in middle school, then they're teenagers. And I remember being a teenager watching, you know, the seasons where Malcolm's a teenager, like really like resonated with me and helped me through some stuff of just, you know, watching him deal with, and obviously it's all heightened and silly, but it's real. Like they deal with real stuff.
Real shit.
Real shit.
So yeah, let's talk about our favorite episodes of this season. I like the pilot a lot, and I like Red Dress a lot. I also like Cheerleader a lot. Or Cheerleader episode.
Kayla loves Cheerleader. That's her
That's
favorite.
a great episode. Funeral's good.
Funeral's very good.
The worst episode I think is Francis Escapes. We have to admit that's the weakest.
You
episode.
really hate that one.
Dumb episode.
I should have
stay
looked at
stay where you are, Francis. Don't get out of there.
Don't leave.
Yeah.
Well, he's constantly escaping though. Yeah, I would say. I mean, favorite moments. Yeah, in Red Dress, I love Hal and the bathroom attendant.
Yeah.
Which actually happened to me recently, where I got off a city bike, and there was a guy reloading the city bikes. You know, those there are ones in cities that you can just take out and go. I know we have a lot of rural listeners, but this guy was like reloading them, and I kind of just turned to him and I go like, "Thank you so much," and he turns to me and goes, "Thank you for acknowledging me."
Whoa.
And I was like, of course. I mean, you're doing a great job. Like, I was kind of caught off guard, but I was like, this is exactly what happened to Hal.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sir, thank you for making eye contact with me.
One of my favorite moments in the whole season is when they're dancing to Fernando. I think is a beautiful moment.
Me and you, as soon as we realized that's where the storyline was going, we were like, oh, the Fernando.
It's really beautiful.
It's just, yeah.
Also, Hal dancing on the roller skates is a transcendent moment.
Yep. Beautiful.
What about you, Mom?
To Red Dress, I just like how Lois is so obsessive, and that it's like, who got to like who did this, who ruined my dress, and she forgets about this anniversary, this very special dinner.
Yeah.
And what I like about the whole episode is that she's so obsessive about it. Then Hal, goes to dinner and she never shows up, and he's okay with that.
Yeah.
He has dinner with the attendant, and then it's all okay. Like, it's okay for her to be so obsessive.
Yeah.
It's just that was just like,
it's not the end of the world.
Well, it's about her principles too.
Yeah.
That's what's the most important thing is like who's like right and wrong. Like that's what's important is figuring out injustice.
And I felt like gave me a free pass for some of my behavior.
Yeah, sure, totally.
you're a Lois apologist.
Well,
You have to be.
You have to be. No, I think Lois is fantastic, and she's dealing with a fuck ton, and she is, I mean, I think life would be a lot different if you had 3 boys too instead of 2 girls and a boy. Like,
kill myself.
boys are.
Well, also too, it's a lot about how they really struggle. They're just struggling to make it all work. And I always think the moments that I always like are the moments that Hal and Lois carve out to have joy.
Yeah,
Me too.
Like in the water park when they put the alcohol in the sunscreen bottle, which
that's so
definitely
funny.
gave me the heebies, whatever, to see them drink out of that, because it's like, can you ever get the oil out? But
Well,
whatever.
that's such a great even image too. Just like they're making the best of things. They have to the drinking rum and the suntan lotion thing. Like it's just it's very sweet.
Yeah.
But they're in a world where they're just getting by, and they carve out these moments of joy, and they don't put the kids first. The kids are just there, and I think that's kind of interesting, because I always got in trouble, I felt like, for not putting the kids first, and where we grew up, it's like you're supposed to just like give service to your children all the time, and
I think there's an obsessiveness in our culture because it was, I think years ago it's very like, just kids should be seen, not heard, whatever. There was that, and then we kind of swung the other direction where it's like, kids are everything, let's protect them, and
let's not even have any fun.
Yeah,
just
and
let's
then and then you don't get to think about yourself. So there has to be a balance, and I think that's totally true that this show kind of. And that's part of why people find them repugnant, is that Lois, she will just yell at her kids and say, don't fucking do that. And they show other families in this world that are like, that's not how you should talk to a kid and all that.
I definitely got in trouble for that shit.
For sure.
We turned out okay.
Yeah, we turned out
Look
fine.
at us, we have a podcast now.
I tried to do my
We have
best.
a world award-winning podcast.
Award-winning podcast.
I love the fumigation episode where they're stuck in that
Oh,
trailer
that's my
outside.
favorite.
Another pigtail Lois moment, and her and Hal fighting and then eventually coming back together. I absolutely love that.
Making the bet, like kissing it with the gas mask.
Yeah,
on
the
it.
gas going to
Great
have
image.
sex inside the fumigated house. Horrific,
Amazing.
but beautiful as well. Oh, Carolyn, I love the moment Carolyn and Lois have when they drink together on one of the episode. That's also stock car races, I think, when they leave. And Carolyn comes over and has a nice bonding moment with Lois. She just kind of like learns a bit more about, what it's really like to be a mother and to have to deal with these crazy kids. Yeah, that's another moment I love.
Carolyn rocks.
Carolyn rocks.
I like when Lois took the willful bubble bath, where she's just like,
Yes.
forget it, I'm just doing this.
Lois is done.
I'm done, and that's another learning moment. I could have, if I'd seen that, I would have, done a
Locked
lot
yourself
more
in
of
the
that. Yeah,
bathroom more.
exactly.
Yeah.
For taken off for to a spa.
That is pretty much it for this first season. I'm so proud and happy that we've done this. Are you not entertained? Thank you so much.
Seriously, are you not? Because we're doing well, but
You need to chill out, Ryan. We are really happy with how this has gone. We're really disappointed by the r/Malcolm in the Middle. Of course, it goes without saying. Fuck the
those
mods.
guys.
Fuck the mods.
Thank you. There you go.
Fuck those
And they, they'll get what's coming to them eventually. There's actually a lot of things in the works.
We're not gonna hurt them.
I was actually discussing it last night with a couple of associates of mine, and some things are actually happening. I actually have to talk to you off
ghastly
mic.
plans, really?
Some things are in the works. So
if they knew how much we thought about them, it would be so embarrassing.
I bet it's like, I also just want to know who it is. Like, it could be just the randomest. I mean, it could be anyone. It could be
me.
It could be Kayla. It could be Mom.
Fuck the mods.
Thank you guys so much for listening and for the comments. People have been putting awesome comments and like engaging. A reminder that we have a Instagram, Yes No Maybe Pod, and a TikTok, also Yes No Maybe Pod, where we post clips. You can see our beautiful faces. I get a lot of work done before each episode to make sure I look the best that I can. And you can see our beautiful mother here and her cool style. Our mom's also a fashionista. That's part of what's so cool about her.
Show us some love on the social media apps and post us on the Yes No Maybe or Malcolm in the Middle subreddit.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's not self-promotion if other people do it.
No. If you want to, go ahead.
Please do.
We've been super excited to do this. We've talked about doing this podcast. I mean, Ma, we talked about doing this podcast for what?
Years.
Like 5 years or whatever. And Mark's sister would always be like, well, then make the fucking podcast. And then we did.
Yeah.
So when's the next season going to be out?
Pretty soon. I mean, we want to just keep going. Yeah, and especially with the reboot coming, I feel like I want to also do some episodes to just like about, maybe not watch along episodes, but just like deep dives into Bryan Cranston's career and Frankie Muniz's career. So we'll probably do something like that. So yeah, but we're gonna keep going and keep making magic and keep making. I mean, I know a lot of kids ask to get on this show for their Make-A-Wish. So we're gonna have some guests.
Fit it in yet.
We just haven't had the time or the funds, but we'll maybe work in a couple next season.
Maybe they can come in for the cold open talk or something. Yeah,
totally.
But thanks guys. 4 words. Nana has a fever.
Nana has a fever.
Thanks guys. See you next time. Bye.
All love.
Yes, no, baby. I don't know. Can you repeat?